All right. Hello everyone, welcome to NannuoLive, welcome to this blind tea tasting. As you see, I'm not alone on this bench here. On my right, Caroline.
Hi to all of you.
And on her right, Brian.
Hello.
And how are you guys all doing? Please let us know in the chat if the audio quality is fine, is the video quality is fine, whatever. As you see, we are, those that watch the videos that we made, you should know where we are. We are in Brian's backyard, actually, in Denver. So both Caroline and myself made it to here to do this streaming together. And let's see who we have online. We have Guy Drinks Tea, which is Siggy. Siggy is our very, very tough judge today for the challenge. And then we have Klebby Club. Arno, hi Arno from Firenze. Jan from Czech Republic. Forgotten Brew from Western Germany. Then we have Stefan, not sure where from. Let's see if I'm missing something. Agata from Poland. I think Warsaw, I'm not sure. And Patrick, oh great cat, Patrick, from Portland, Oregon. So good. So we are kind of getting ready to start. So how these things work. First of all, we just got up here in Denver. Well, it's 9 a.m. We have been preparing the video for a while, but we didn't have breakfast. So we will kind of mix up breakfast and tea today, if that's okay for you. And we will have 4 different teas that are here. 3 are here and 1 is on the floor. To get that. The pouches are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4, and those that have got them, they should have similar pouches at home. So actually, let us know in the chat who is going to participate with the tea. If you don't have the tea, you can participate anyway. You can, listen what we say. So, Caroline, you will have to help because Caroline is the only one actually tasting blind between our 3. Because Brian, you had to pack the tea for. It would be difficult to make it blind, and I choose the tea, and Caroline will taste blind. So for those of you that don't have the samples at home, you can simply look at the list that we will show, listen at our opinion about the tea, and can participate as well. So this is how we are. So let us know in the comment, please, who of you have the samples, who is going to participate, because Siggy, so guys drinks tea in the chat, needs to know. Tea.
Does anybody else have the issue?
Yeah, does anyone else have the issue?
Oh, there's a bit of a lag.
Yeah, sometimes. There is sometimes a lag. Unfortunately, we are not wired. Refresh it now, okay again. Yeah, sorry, there might be a little bit forth and back, so let us know if there is any problem. Yeah, that's how it is. So Siggy has to know who is going to participate. We have Mihai also, good morning. My samples are ready, very good. So David from Denver, I believe. Sammy, a lot of people. So Siggy is there in the chat to keep track of all of you because we cannot do all ourselves. So let me tell you how it works. And first of all, we will go from 1 to 4. We will show you a sample, we will drink the samples together, and we will throw out some questions about the tea. And we also tell you how much each question is worth. If it is a very easy question, maybe just 1 point. If it is a very difficult question, 3 points. And whoever get it right first, get the points. There will be also maybe questions where everyone that gets it right gets some points. We will let you know. And Siggy doesn't know the answer himself because Siggy also has the blind set. So it is. I will also keep a look on the chat and see who gives the right answer. And Siggy helped me to find out if anyone else before gave the right answer because I'm not able to follow all the messages. But that's pretty much how it goes. Which is the prize? We have 3 vouchers to tea giveaways today. We have well, actually I forgot exactly the amount. I think we have $35 or €30 voucher for the online shop for the first ranked. Then we have 20 or 20 euro or $25 for the second one. And then we have a third prize, which is $15 or 10 euros, depending on which side of the ocean you are, for, I would say, the best performing. And that means nothing actually, but it will be up to Sigi to decide, so that even, you know, beginners can actually win. Yeah, that's pretty much how that works. A very important thing, please write the answers in capital letter, not lowercase, capital letter, so that it's easier to follow.
So you see what Sigi wrote. He's accepting bribes, but it's not worth it, unfortunately, for you guys.
Okay. Yeah, great, Sigi. Okay, so Agatha has the samples. Samples are ready, so I would say let's get started.
Okay, yeah,
And
I'm ready.
So
The
you want
water
to open the first one, Caroline?
is the water hot?
Oh, the water, yeah, was boiling just a second ago.
Oh, okay.
In Denver doesn't mean it's hot, but it's okay. I forgot, that's a good question, Brian, actually. We are going to steep all the teas with boiling water. No matter which tea is there, just because you don't know what there is, and we don't want to give you any indication. This is out of that, so that's the camera border.
Okay.
So that,
How do you want to?
yeah, what do you want to do? I don't know. So everything, actually boiling water here in Denver will be about 95 degrees. So if you have a kettle with temperature and you want to steep as we do, 95 degrees. All right, Caroline. I don't know. You want to put it maybe here?
The entire quantity or no?
We could do the whole quantity, but I don't know how much it is. So let's do how we do.
That's probably too heavy, but we can.
No, let's do it.
Oh, it works.
Worked?
Oh, yeah. Try again. Turn.
Capacity 100 gram. No, I think is bad, because let's try to put it in here if it's fit. Okay. Yeah, water is boiling.
So how many grams?
6
You want
grams.
Yeah, we will put 6 grams, okay? So quite a lot actually.
So essentially it's the entire pouch.
Yeah, it's the entire
So-
pouch.
Should be,
Yeah,
yeah.
should be the entire
Yeah.
pouch. So that's the tea. Now, we were to do our best actually to show the tea also to the camera, so that also those of you that don't have the tea at home can have a look at it. That's a bit tricky, but I'll try, okay? Let's see. So that's the tea. Not sure about if you can see that. So it's fairly dark, and we are not going to say already which tea it is. Even Caroline, if you already know everything just by looking at it. And by the way, don't try to cheat and go on the NannuoShan website to try to find out which tea it is, because it's not on the website. So you can search forever. And okay, so Caroline, how does it look? Dark. We want already to throw out the first question, actually, I would say. So 6 grams, right? Per how much water? Okay, Agatha, good question. This is about 150 milliliters. Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you have a smaller guy one, like 100 milliliters, then go with 4 grams. And we have a similar thing. We are doing hard mode today. Yes, Sigi is really will be a very tough. Which was the name judge? Yeah. Actually, it was supposed to be Jens Denning, the author of a tea book that is also on our shop. But unfortunately, he has some problem with family and he couldn't participate. His nephew decided to stay longer, and is also, you know, good like that. You have to prioritize family. But last weekend, I was actually in Munich, and I met both Jens and Sigi. And so Sigi, which you know from other videos, said, okay, I'm going to jump in and be a tough judge today. We'll give a rinse. Yeah, short rinse.
Do we have a discard water thing?
I think that
Just the ground is fine.
ground.
I think that everyone knows
Plants.
already which will be
Oh,
which
it
will
smells
be
nice.
the first question. And by the way, answering before I make the question is not valid, doesn't count.
How many answers can you do per question? Just one?
How many answers? Yeah, that's another point. I don't know. If I make too many rules, then it will be hard to hard to follow up.
It smells nice.
So I think we.
So I kind of I think I already know what the general category is of the tea.
Yeah, because
That's obvious, but then the next
I use
step will be hard.
3.6 gram for. So Jan, I use 3.6 gram for 100 milliliter guy one because the volume that remains for the water is about 80 milliliter. Wow, you are very, very precise. Jan. I mean, you are from the Czech Republic. I could say you are either Swiss or German soul. All right, so very, very. I think that everyone is ready there. I hope so to just write down the answer. There is a latency, so when I speak, people hear me like 20 seconds later. But let's throw out the first question for just 1 point. Only the first one of you that will write in capital letters which tea category is this one among the 6 white, green, yellow, oolong, black, and post-fermented.
That's an easy one.
So does everybody that answers correctly get a point?
1
Or
point
is
only
it
to the first one.
The first answer, okay.
Yeah. So we will see. Now it's good to have a garden.
I don't know if the plants survive.
Hope.
Yeah, of course the plants survive.
We have a winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, look at all the.
Okay,
Yeah,
who is the first
many,
one?
many
Somebody
winner.
is already.
So the one that got the answer right is, and by the way, please answer only the question, not other question. So I would say the first one that mentioned oolong is Klebby Club. So no, Klebby is Klebby there. Wait, I have it. Yeah, Klebby Club. So Klebby Club. So probably a party girl or guy is going to get the first point. So Sigi, yeah, and I would say up to Sigi to decide now because I mean I asked actually which of the among the 6 category, and the answer is rock oolong, which is not just the 6
oolong.
category. It's not technically.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
up to Sigi to decide. Please Sigi announce who is the winner. And but yeah, it is definitely an oolong tea.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now let's move on. The next question for 1 point is capital letters. See that everyone actually followed the capital letters rule. And is which type of oolong is this? And please write the complete name in Chinese. Well, in
Not
ping.
character. Yeah. Not Chinese characters.
Not in Chinese character, just in pinyin.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's made up of 3 words. 3 words. 1 point. So we're still easy actually here. David, wrong. Rock and oolong. Rock is not an English word.
Chinese.
A Chinese word. Thank you.
I think.
Okay, we
may
got
have
one
a
right.
winner.
Stefan Ui Yencha. That's correct. So that's the one. Stefan got it right. So and I'm already forgot the first
the tea.
brew. Like forgotten brew. Forgotten brew that was. Brian, sorry. Brian was suggesting using a tray, and I told him, Brian, no worries. I've been steeping tea for.
Yeah.
If it's not messy, it's not good tea.
Okay. Good. Now it's all clean. How do you guys? Did you guys sleep tonight?
I slept fine.
Me too.
I like that. So we have to stay in here. Is there Yancha even grown outside Ui, other than maybe some of the varietal in Taiwan? David, 2 things. One thing is Ui. The name, let me think. Hold on a second. Yeah, Ui, I think is just like that. Ui is also the name of a cultivar. So when you refer to some varietal done in Taiwan, actually in Taiwan, they don't process tea Yancha style. If you want, the only exception in the type of shape is Baozhong, that has this twisted shape, but is very light in oxidation. Otherwise, there is, to my knowledge, not really mainstream Taiwanese tea that is highly oxidized and twisted. But there is a variety that is widespread, not widespread, I mean, it's kind of rare, that is called Ui, and is really, really good. If you get your hands on a Ui from Taiwan, Ui cultivar, try it. It has a very characteristic taste, and it's not long lasting. So it's like, you get out 2-3 steep, and usually you have to steep fairly long, but it's really, really tasty.
So outside of Taiwan and Ui, is there Ui?
Outside of Uishan, there is many places that produce Uishan-like tea, just because it's so famous.
But no Ui cultivar?
Not Ui cultivar, other cultivars, but you can go hundreds of kilometers away from Uishan, Ui mountain, and they do produce rock teas.
Yeah.
Mainly, of course, in the northern Fujian region. But, since it is a high-priced tea, everyone's try to get in the business, right? So yeah, definitely, David, a lot of tea, of rock tea, produced outside of Ui. So, Guy drinks tea. Siggy, are you keeping tracks here of the points? We have 1 and 1. Let's so first of all, first glance, how do you like the tea?
It's great. Actually, I'm really glad we drank the wash. I think it was really characterful.
Yeah. The wash.
Yeah, fantastic.
Ah, really?
But we...
So, and
well.
now, Brian and I, to help through our thousands of questions today, have made
Yeah, it's
some notes
difficult.
here.
So we have to keep these secret from her, and it's been very difficult for me to open mine.
So I'm
paper.
not showing the camera, you
just
cannot
looking
read
on
through the
the
paper
ceiling,
here.
so-
And let's see. Okay, so now we have, I think I will continue with, I will give these a 2 points question, okay? And because it's a hard one, you know that in Uishan there are dozens of different cultivars used. It's not so easy to spot which cultivar it is, and that's the question of today. And each of you can try only 2 times, okay? So just will be hard to track, but please don't throw away in any possible cultivars. You can try just 2 times, so take your time, we will help on the way. But if you're very confident, say, no, I have tasted so many of those cultivars that I know what it is, yeah, just go ahead and let us know.
All caps.
And Siggy is asking, can I also ask some questions? Yes, Siggy, you can, yeah. But by the way, Siggy, do you actually, no, you don't know the teas, so that's really tricky.
Yeah.
Not sure how do you want that to work.
Maybe if it's not related to this tea, then you can ask questions.
Yeah, just
Not-
general
yeah,
questions.
general
okay,
questions.
Yeah, and
are
someone
you?
wrote Dahon Pao. Dahon Pao is not the right question, the right
It's not a
answer,
cultivar.
and it's not a cultivar. Here we have teacher Caroline.
Tea
How is
master.
the breakfast? Oh, it's salty breakfast, eh? With ham. Yeah, I'll try. So, anyway, I think we should help describing the taste of the tea. All right, should I go another way around? I have another idea. I will put 2 questions at the same time, because I think that the answers to the second question I'm telling you will help replying, actually. So, someone wrote Chidan, it's not Chidan, which is a Dahon Pao cultivar. You know that rock tea is roasted?
Yes.
Yeah. So guess for 3 points, for 2 points.
So it all
For 2
depends on what the
points,
singer is.
I am still jet lagged. For 2 points, guess how many times this tea was roasted. You can give the answer only 1 time. Good.
And also keep guessing because no one's gotten the first question right.
Beidou, Chuishan, no.
It's difficult.
It's very
Because I
difficult.
don't know the cultivars very well, so...
Oh yeah, Carolyn, what's your guess?
Oh, I have no clue. I
Are you
just
looking
know the
for
one,
hints
with
here?
the big leaves, but it's not big leaves.
Oh
so
yeah.
I can forget about it.
David, you got it right. You got 2 points. It has been
Oh.
3 times roasted. And now, Siki, keep track of everything. Now that you know that it has been roasted 3 times, let's taste it again. I have 90 degrees water here. We have 6 grams of leaves. It's quite a bit. And now we retaste it again. And I would like that Caroline help us to taste out how much roasting is there in the taste. Okay, so we know it has been roasted 3 times. So it would mean, you cannot tell much out of 3 times because it depends also how long each time was, which was the temperature. So it's difficult, but it's a kind of high roasting. Yeah, it's not super high because the very high roasting in Uishan, you cannot even drink this. Very bad taste. But it is a fairly high roasting. Yeah, and look at the color now. If you look at the color, what would you say, Caroline, that this is really high roasting?
No, not necessarily.
Brian?
It looks like a general oolong,
It's very light in color.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's very light in color, actually.
I can't guess, right? I don't need to give.
Oh.
Yeah, you can guess, and yeah, Caroline is not eligible for the voucher.
Yeah, but I'm not good in cultivars. So I'm like
but Sigi, please keep track also of her answers. Let's say this is a bit tricky, but I'm already helping you here. I'm telling you it is high roasted.
Water's.
But it is. What's that?
No, I think the water's too cold. Maybe start.
Yeah. But it is very faint in color. Usually, when high roasting, you have more red in the picture.
What would you say about the viscosity? Is it a thick brew or a thin or mouth coating water?
It's not thick. And now, Caroline, what do you think? It is a floral, it is fruit, it is very aromatic, it is more nutty. How would you describe it?
So it's quite aromatic, actually.
I would say,
So
yeah, right.
this is why, like, is Tieguanyin a cultivar?
No, it's not Tieguanyin. So here we are saying, David, you got it right. So David got it right, and let us know, David, actually, if I helped you in guessing. I'm really curious if your second guess, the Chilan, which is the right answer, it helped you actually in guessing. So what I told you, if it helped you actually in guessing what it is, because Chilan, which means orchid, someone translated it as rare orchid, but I'm not actually sure that the word Chi really means rare, but Lan definitely means orchid, is an very aromatic and very floral cultivar that is used fairly often, but not too often for rock teas, and usually it is used to render a very floral and aromatic rock teas.
Yeah, I remember now because I bought a lot of
You
I'm
have
allowed
that
to
at all.
promote other tea vendors. Like,
no problem.
I used to love the Chilan from Verdant Tea.
From
They
Verdant
have very
Tea,
good
yeah.
ones.
For me, it has a medium body, more floral, I would say. Yeah, definitely. Helped with taking about lightness of roast taste compared to aromatic nature. Yeah. So David, yeah. Now I'm glad that. This will be. It's not yet online. Eventually will be, and we choose that because this year we will introduce a series of new rock teas. Because I really wanted to show that you can have really an extremely aromatic rock tea and not only this high roasting.
Yeah.
This tea, well, we will get there actually. Let's
Look away, Carolyn.
No, I'm not looking, don't worry.
okay. Now I have a super question actually.
Oh, that's the hard one. Yeah.
The hard one. So let's think about the harvest time of this tea. So for those, you can give the answer only one time.
Yeah.
For those that guess the year, for the first one that guessed the year, get 1 point. For the first one that guessed the month, get 2 points. For the first one that get the day, is 3 points.
What about time of day? Noon.
Well, it will be morning for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you can give directly the whole date, or you can just try with the year, and you can try later on with the month. Doesn't matter. So 1 point for the year, 2 points for the month, 3 points for the day.
And I'll be really curious how you know if you guess the month. I'd love to hear your reasoning. Besides random guessing, hopefully it's actually a reason.
So what is interesting is that we don't have a lot of roasting taste, although it has been heavily roasted. I mentioned that it is a floral cultivar, so you would expect that. But yeah, let's see what comes out. Wow. Okay, and I'm just reading here, and well, you will know more later. Okay, stop, guys. Just a second, stop.
Yeah, winner.
We have Arnaud got in a single answer both the month and the year right. So that's kind of really very difficult to get. So Arnaud got 3 points, 1 for the year and 2 for the month. It is April 2020. Now, why it is difficult? Because in April, it's still too early to harvest yancha.
Yeah.
It's extremely rare that you start already in April. Usually you start at the very end of April, or actually at the beginning of May is when we start. You remember when we were there for the tea tour, it was the 1st of May, and we went out to harvest the tea, but the leaves were not yet completely ready.
Mm-hmm. Is that because the altitude is higher?
No, it's not high. It's just because oolong needs larger leaves, so you have to wait longer. Yeah, so the Uy mountain is fairly low. It goes up to 5, maybe 600, but most of the tea are 200-300 meters.
Okay.
Yeah. So very good. And now we are people, of course, that have to try with the day. We have an April 20, which is not correct. So yeah, and I already helped you actually with in guessing because I already told you that is right at the end of the month. So.
Yeah.
Let's see if it's my birthday.
And it's not Caroline's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a hint for you. If you're a long-time subscriber and you know Caroline's birthday. Maybe a stalker or something weird.
I was born 2 days after Chernobyl, so.
Oh, really? And it's also not Chernobyl. It's also not Chernobyl, yeah.
Any Chernobyl fans out there?
Yeah. Try out. Again, why are not you trying? No one is trying. Just it's 3 points. It's 3 points.
Yeah, just keep on typing in numbers. There's only so many numbers.
3 points. 30. No, it's not the 30. So the 20 was said, the 30 was said. None of those is Caroline birthday. None of those
the
is
one
Chernobyl.
Who says the 31st gets minus.
31st.
Minus points.
Minus points. April has only 30 days. 28 would be Caroline birthday. We got one. Stefan got it right. 25th.
And there's no way to know. Right.
There's
no way to guess that without guessing.
But what is fun is that one of the first person that gave the answer, Ryan, answered April 26th, 2021. So it was off by just the one of the first very answer was off by 1 year and 1 day. How much time has been passed? Because we have to move on to the next teas here. So yeah, let's throw out some more question here. Let me see. Wanted to keep an eye on the time.
Maybe
we have to move on here. We want to drink more tea.
Which peak is last, I think?
That's super difficult. That's no one knows. Here was more where it comes from. There is the name of the peak. It is Lianhuashan, but Lianhua. Peak is Feng, I think, in Chinese. It's not. I wrote here in my notes Lianhua Peak. And peak, the word peak, mountain peak, I think is because Shifeng, which means lion's peak, is a famous place for lunging. So peak is Feng. So this one comes most probably from Lianhua Feng. Anyway, so we mentioned it was roasted 3 times. Just for your information, roasting is a slow process for rock tea. It's not that you roast the first time today, the next one tomorrow, and the other one the day after. It took 5 months in total. So starting from summer until December.
So here's a question, if I may. How many months, which month was this roasted the first time? So it was picked in April.
Okay.
Yeah, how long did it sit before they roasted it the first time, and then we can move on? But
how many points?
One point, because it's an easy guess. You could just guess. How many months, or what month was it roasted in? The first roast.
The first roast, yeah. And for the guy that guessed the day, we have the day, but I mean, let's leave it aside. And Sigi, how it is gone with the tracking and so? Going fine?
Oh my god.
Forgotten brew.
always,
We forgot the brew.
Hey, super Steve. Actually, we got the first guess was the right guess. So whoever that is, I can't
July
read. Yeah.
is
Sammy.
Sammy Turner.
Good job, Sammy.
Sammy got it right, 1 point.
So why is it all? Excuse me. Is it always 2 months, or
No, it's not always 2 months.
is it always roughly 60 days, or is it 1 month?
I don't
week?
think honestly that there is a strict rule to that.
Yeah.
I have the feeling that is more that the farmers are busy collecting the leaves
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
in May and so on. So they wait that they collect enough leaves and then they go to roasters.
Yeah. Well, they have to have a certain amount of time to dry them, right?
Yeah, but that's quick.
A week.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, drying is the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, or actually even the same night.
So processing before the roasting, there's no real time difference. We have to wait.
No, they just put
no
all
way
the
to
leaves dried
sit
in
in-
in bags,
okay.
and then when the roasting season starts, they go to the. I mean, different ways of doing it. You can roast it with electric baskets, roasting baskets, and this is something that the farmer can do. But when it is about, like in this case, and it is roasted on ashes, on charcoal ashes, then you bring it to a roasting house that
Yeah.
are only specialized in roasting. Yeah. And they pay by the hour, so depending on how long they roast.
We should have asked how this was roasted. Charcoal versus electric versus yeah. That would have been
Right.
fun.
So let's write here. Going well. I've got everything noted down. This is Sigi. How many points was this question? Sigi, this question was 1 point. 1 point goes to Sammy. Yeah, okay. Patrick is also helping here. Replying. All right, very good, guys. So we said that. I have one more question actually, and then we move on because I'm interested in that. And I have here actually already calculate the price of this thing. So you can guess both dollars and euro, doesn't matter. But think about how do you like the tea and what do you think would be a fair price for
To consumer, this is
this
what
thing.
you would pay for it. Yeah, not the wholesale price.
yeah, what you would pay for it, right? Not the wholesale price.
And just per gram is fine, I think.
Yeah. And let's say if someone guess it, we give 1 point.
Yeah. Does it need to be to the exact
No,
dollar?
we
or
round
euro?
up to the dollar or
Round
to
up,
the,
okay.
round up to the or round down. Oh wait, that's tough. Let's say that both are right.
Well,
The dollars one.
yeah, I don't want to give away the price.
Yeah,
I was trying to tell you. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you look at my
The
hand,
closest rounding up will be.
both these and these are right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
All
figure
right,
it out.
18, 7, and if you want to put also a currency, that helps.
Yes. But this will be per gram, so if it's $18 per
For
gram.
50 grams, let's say for 50
Oh,
grams.
50 grams.
For 50 grams.
Okay, 50 grams.
50 grams, how much would you pay for a 50 gram pouch? Or what do you think is reasonable? Hopefully our price is reasonable.
Oh, somebody putting the same.
And we're going to have to assume that you're using euro if you're in Europe and dollars if you're in America. And we'll
Yeah.
have to guess at which place you're in.
We didn't do the conversion in grams. So, I mean, I don't
I like
have,
it.
I can
For
do
50
that.
grams?
Yeah.
I'll do it.
You can say the price for a 50 gram pouch.
Yeah, please write the price for a 50 gram pouch. I don't see any correct answer yet. All right. It's a bit a pity to throw this away. I think it would have still quite a way to go. David doesn't give a lot of money out from tea. Want to give only $10
$10
for 50 grams.
for 50 grams.
But Mihai, we are going to sell it to you for $32. You have got the whole batch.
So think about typically when you buy really high quality yancha, what do you pay? Because this is high quality yancha, so probably not $10 for 50 grams unless you're getting a really good deal.
Yeah, it comes from the protected area. It has been roasted by roasters.
Now you can buy really expensive yancha. We had a conversation last time you were here about really expensive yancha, but you're not going to have access to that in America. So probably not
Yeah.
$50 a gram either.
Right. Karen, if you want to guess, you can. You know our pricing? Or maybe you don't.
it's difficult.
It's interesting to me to see which is the differences actually in the gas. You know, we range from $10 to more than 40, I think. Yeah, we had someone, let me see, indicating, it's really hard, 40 euro someone guessed, which would be like almost $50. Gabriele indicated that the price is probably lower than $32. That's, Sigi, that's right.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah. And by the way, we made a video some time ago about tea pricing, and we say that at this point we are going to change the price policy, but this will happen next year with the new teas. So this means it's still based on the same calculation that we've used in the past. Anyway, I mean, if you want to try out, or at a certain point we can also give the answer. It's
yeah, maybe guessing is ended.
yeah, it's kind of, you know. But anyway, so let's give the answer. That will be in euro will be 21, and in dollars 25.50.
And I think in cents per gram. So 50 cents a gram is typically, that's what I would expect to pay for a super premium yancha in the US. So you can buy more expensive yancha, but it's just hard to sell very expensive yancha. And I've purchased stuff that's $1 a gram and up, but honestly for me, I'd rather spend that money on other tea because I'm a big pu'er fan rather than yancha. We got pretty close though. Look at that.
Yeah, many numbers. But yeah, we have to move on because we have 4 teas, and well, now that you understood how it works, we'll be faster going on, and we'll see where we are. Oh, you have to take care not to.
I'm really curious in the chat. Could you post? I'm just curious if it's a high quality yancha, and we can assume the quality is commensurate with the price. What would you be willing to pay? Not for this, but just for a really high quality yancha, because I'm always curious what kind of appetite there is for really high quality tea. It's kind of hard to move it, but I would always be interested to figure it out.
Yeah.
We have reserve teas, right, that are higher priced, that we just don't have a large quantity of because we don't think we'll sell it on the site.
Yeah, that's true. A few yancha actually that I bought in 2015, 2016, very high price that never put online.
I think those are around $1 or more per gram.
Yeah, can be even that price. I mean, some of those actually, Patrick, who is online, tried them because some are high quality rogui, and Patrick is a tea student, and we had the tea class only on rogui, so we taste 4 different rogui. And to taste 4 different roguis, I had to take out those for the private collection.
Yeah.
So Patrick, you remember the one that you like the most, the Tsu Huo rogui, the high fire rogui. That one would be fairly high price, but not super. Maybe 45 euros, $55 for 50 grams.
$1 a gram. I've never really seen a higher price than that in any US
So David
store.
writes $1 a gram is not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's good to have that feedback.
Yeah, I think it's good because, you know, there is really no end.
Yeah.
We need probably a bowl to throw out the tea.
Oh, you just throw it on the ground.
Yeah?
There's leaves behind you anyway, so more
That's
leaves. Oh, these, so while he's throwing that out, so all this teaware is made by Marie's Teas in New Mexico. So fairly local. It's an adjacent state. She makes gaiwans. We have a fairness pitcher.
Nice.
And some other stuff as well.
You should ask her if she's interested to featuring some stuff on the shop.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I'll ask. But it's nice. These are nice. They're very heavy, so they retain heat really well. So that's good for some teas.
Like yancha.
Maybe not for green tea, but yancha or pu'er, these would be good to.
Yeah,
to
let's show it. So that's the guy one.
And it's Marie's Teas. Spelled as it sounds.
It's glazed inside.
Yeah, and these cups
and
are the
inside
same.
is glazed.
Yeah.
And is a rough touch on the outside. Really nice.
Yeah, it's quite sturdy. Yeah.
It's quite your style, actually.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I would say like
Yeah.
rustic
You like
style
that,
or
I
something.
like this style. Yeah.
It's not so much my style.
One thing
But
I
I
always,
like it.
One thing I always look for in gaiwans, personally, is I want a white interior so I can see what the leaves color are.
Yeah.
And same thing for cups. What do we got, number 2?
So let's see, Karen. Can you guess?
So this looks
By the
like a
sound.
rolled tea.
Huh?
It's rolled.
It's rolled.
Rolled. Instead of
Okay, how many points do we give Caroline if the tea is rolled? Answers in the comments. And 1 to 3, how many points we give? I will take the first answer.
Oh, is it not scrolled down?
It does, but they get it 20 seconds later.
Okay.
So.
oh, come on.
I got up this
I
morning.
actually thought the number 1 was going to be rolled tea because the package was so small. So I was surprised that it was actually like a yancha inside.
How many points? Oh, Jan say 3 points. Wow, you're generous, Jan.
Yeah, or 1 to the power of 2. Thank you.
And actually, I wanted to say one thing. Yeah. So we have got the first tea. We have 3 first to go. Are you guys still very thirsty?
Very what?
I had to say that. Thirsty. It's a bad joke.
Yeah, very bad.
Oh, do you want to
You complain about me doing bad cheesy jokes.
Yeah.
And then,
So that would be
this is the
that would be more
so
your
much
style. You're
worse.
right. Okay. So let's see if Caroline will get 3 points. You can go ahead and show that. Put it here on the lid. It's
The
6
entire
grams.
pack? Yeah.
Entire gram. 6 grams. So here we go. Oh.
Hey, you
Yeah, so
lost
I
one.
don't know, like it's not totally rolled.
Yeah, it's
though.
rolled, it's rolled.
It's rolled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's rolled. So Siggy, 3 points to Caroline.
Yeah.
We'll
I
win
mean, I
nothing
don't
anyway.
mind.
But
Yeah, that's the thing about being featured in videos.
that's
You don't
reward.
but I mean, yeah, you get free tea.
Yeah.
So, okay. We are at the tea number 2. And well, the start I think I know, but I will refresh my memory. All right. So, this tea, I will ask just by looking at the leaves. Oh, now this is tricky.
I just put it in the guy one, maybe.
So, let's see. Those are
hard to
the
see.
leaves. It's a bit dark, but yeah, I'm trying. And
Actually, the leaves are quite light in color, like light green, really.
yeah, really light.
Yeah.
So for 1 point, and answer only the question: which of the 6 categories is this one? Answer one of the following: white, green, yellow, oolong, black, dark. It's not dark.
I had to think about that.
Some people, yeah, the people who answer dark should also get minus points.
So Mihai got it right as everyone else, but he was the fastest. Is an oolong. And now I would like, even before we actually start, I would like that you tell us which is the cultivar. Just for 3 points. 3 points. 3 points. So for Sammy, who guessed green, and Ryan, who guessed green, it is extremely rare that the green teas is rolled. I mean, it can have a kind of roll shape,
like bilwachun, but
like
it's a
bilwachun,
different type
but
of
it's a
roll.
different type of roll. When it is really these pearls, it's pretty sure it is an oolong.
Oh, winner. A lot of winners.
And the winner is Agatha. You got it right, yeah. And it is a Tieguanin that you are
3
drinking
points.
here. This we say 3 points, Siggy. 3 points. 3 points for Agatha, who got the samples really last minute because we had some problem last week with DHL. And, I'm glad that they arrive on time. We do a very brief rinse, and then we get started here.
Tieguanin is very characterful to me. I think, well, I mean, I already know the answer, but I think just seeing it, and the fragrance is so strong that you know right away, Tieguanin.
Yeah.
Yep, Tieguanin.
So,
Yeah, that can only be Tieguanin.
Yeah.
The way it smells can only be Tieguanin.
And also
well, I
the
mean,
color
hold on.
and-
Can be also other cultivars in this area that are used for Tieguanyin tea that are not Tieguanyin, but they can be called
Right, sure.
Tieguanyin, can be extremely similar in smell. But yeah, like Taiwan Oolong doesn't smell like that.
No.
So now, I mean, we want to throw out many questions there, so we continue. Now, there are two different kind of, I mean, some people say even three, but let's say two main categories of Tieguanyin. And we would like you guys to write the category of this one in Chinese, so pinyin, and it's made of two words. Okay? So just write it, and then we will give some explanation about that. And that's kind of a tough one, or no? That 2 points. 2 points. Yeah,
Pretty tough.
it's pretty tough, but we cannot give 3 points all the time. So.
There's only two options, right? How many options are there?
Yeah, there are two main, but it's also, you know, there are different people say it in different ways. So let's say you have just to answer what we use at NannuoShan.
Well, I mean, you have a
usually to describe.
50% chance of.
Well, they also have to know it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
which is not easy. So here is the matter. So what I see here, someone write Anxi Tieguanyin. Anxi is a place, is a county. We will see if this comes from Anxi. Yan say Shiping. Shiping is the name of a village in Anxi. So here I'm asking not which is the place where it comes from. I'm asking based on the processing of the sleeves, which is the name of this type of Tieguanyin,
Right.
processed in this way.
And I have to check as well because I actually don't know.
I don't know either.
I forget.
At least not in Chinese.
So David, no, it's not a nongxiang. A nongxiang would be a type of Tieguanyin. So you're certainly right with that. But it's actually the other one. So you you took the other one. Nongxiang means.
Oh, hey!
So shall we give it to David? Well, I'll give it to David because I mean he's the only one that's apparently. No, wait. Agatha was faster.
Yeah.
Agatha was faster and wrote it right because actually it's without an A. It's Qing Xiang. So if we have more than one try, yeah, I didn't mention that, so that's fine. So that's the right answer, and so I think that's we can give some explanation about that because it's so Qing is a first tone, so it is Qing. Qing means clear, and Xiang, first tone, means fragrance. So it is a clear fragrance. Nong, which I think is a second tone, rising, Nong, but I'm not sure, means robust, dense. So this is a Qingxiang, which is a very clear fragrance and is used to describe these modern style Tieguanyin that are so floral, while the Nongshan is more the traditional one. Okay.
Yeah, I only knew I didn't know the Chinese words for that differentiation. Yeah.
So 2 points to Agatha, but I would like to give also 1 point to David because
He revealed the answer.
yeah, because he helped for the answer and he knew both, and it's just to be fair. I forgot which was which. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's actually pointing out he understood that it was a floral. It's clear, but he just mixed up the terms. But yeah, a good call to both of you, Agatha and David. And
So, do you think it's a clear fragrance?
yeah. This guy, usually you have this brown color if it is. Yeah, so that's good. And we move on with more questions. And I think I like the questions. Okay, it's a tricky one. Yeah, let's put it this way. So this is an Anxi Tieguanyin. So it's a Tieguanyin from the south of Fujian, from the Anxi county. And there is another place, one more place only, that is famous for Tieguanyin. Which is the name of that place? 2 points. It's just one word. And while keep on. And I really, I want really the specific name of the place, you know, at kind of county level, of regional place. Yeah, like if you say China, doesn't count. And warming up the water. So clear fragrance, quite, in contrast with the previous one, but still very floral in a way. I think I need something to eat. What can you offer me, Brian?
Well, we have several pastries available.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So these are both almond.
Oh, but I like that one.
It's cinnamon.
Cinnamon, okay.
If you're in the Denver area, it's Taste of Denmark provided the pastries.
Yeah, very mixed here. So not country shipping, Muja. Arno got it right.
Wow.
So it is Muja in Taiwan.
That's very impressive.
It is also a traditional Tieguanyin. It tastes different, I have to say. It is processed in Taiwan way, although the processing comes actually from Anxi, was brought over, but nonetheless it has a different taste to me. But yeah, that's the right answer. For 2 points, 2 points go to Arno. And we move on, and I like the one before when we guessed the day and so on. So also in this case, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, trying to guess the day, the month, and the year. 1 point for the year, 2 points for the month, 3 points for the day. And with that answer, we will provide additional information about Tieguanyin that I cannot provide you yet, because I would like you to estimate, guess first, that. Taste of Denmark is the way. So, Klebby Kleb, are you Danish? Not Danish, yeah, Danish.
Maybe he's from Denmark.
Yeah, he must be.
Okay. County would be Limping, or at least closer.
If you put them all together, the day, month, and year, you have to have them all right. Or you could separate them out. Because some people are mixing and matching here.
So if you want to guess only the... So we say the... what do we say? So if you want to... shall we give already to those that guess the year or not?
I think separate them out if you want to just... If you guess the year, but you get the day and the month wrong, we can't give you credit.
Okay, so the complete answer that you give have to be correct. You can just give the year, and if you guess the year is fine. But hold on, I have to check. But I okay.
If you get them all in a row, you get bonus points because that's very impressive.
Yeah. So incredibly, no one got it right yet.
Sigi is going to go crazy.
I guess we should pour this tea, huh?
Guys, take it easy. Don't be too ambitious. Guess the year only.
Brian should try Anna's Norwegian bakery.
Oh, I haven't heard of it. I will try it. I went to the wrong Scandinavian bakery.
It's quite. You can see how much the tea grew in. Super hot.
Yeah, it retains heat.
It's pretty full. Thank you. And
so how might you? Well, does anybody guess yet? Oh yeah, we have a guess.
Okay, Ryan answer 2020. That's correct. 2020. 1 point to Ryan. 1 point to Ryan.
Now we're looking for the month.
Now we're looking for the month. And here you should know when Tieguanyin is harvest, what makes sense for this one, and so on.
Oh, this is perfect with this almond pastry.
Oh yeah.
The Tieguanyin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Good match.
yeah. Perfect pairing.
So how about since no one's guessing, harvesting Tieguanyin, is it earlier in the year or later in the year, and what's the reasoning?
Tieguanyin can be harvested in spring, in summer, in autumn, and in winter.
And how would you know the difference when the harvest date is? By taste.
Oh, it's difficult.
Winter is extremely rare. Summer is lower quality, so usually have also lower taste. Spring tends to be the more sought after. It has, it's usually, it's hard to generalize, but usually spring tea has a fairly good body, while autumn tea has a higher florality usually than spring tea, but less body. So it depends on which direction you want to go. You can go for more autumn harvest if you know to try to have a higher florality and something more lighter,
winter too,
and so on. Yeah. Agatha, you got 2 points. It is October 2020.
A late harvest tea. So hopefully you noticed it was floral and lighter in body, which would be expected from a later harvest.
So the point here is the following, basically. Yeah. So that why we choose an autumn harvest, because we wanted to have a very, very clear split this year between Qingshan and Nongxian. So we have a few traditional Tieguanyin, the most notoriously those from Master Chen. Master Chen does not process tea in this way, so this is someone else, although it comes from the same village. And so to really exaggerate with the difference between the two, we wanted to we decided to go for autumn, because in my opinion autumn can really have very, very good tea. It is cheaper. So all in all, if you anyway are going for something very, very floral, then usually I personally prefer autumn. Yeah. While I would go for spring if I want something that has more body and more oxidation to it. Yeah. So that's the reasoning behind that. Can you tell at which elevation this tea is grown? Stefan, I could check it out. I don't have it written down. I have visited personally the village a few years ago, and just going by memory, it's certainly not a very high mountain region. So in Anxi, you have places that go even above 1,000 meters up in the mountain, but this was definitely lower. Maybe something like 500-600, maybe even less. I cannot really tell exactly.
It's pretty low.
It's a very mountain area. So it goes up and down. Yeah, you can be in the village at 200 meters. You go 5K away, and you are up in the mountains. So it's well, I mean, of course, if someone wants, you can still guess the day. Otherwise, we are going to say that. And so this is Tieguanyin. And now I would like to really, for those that are tasting, how much, which do you think will be the price of this tea? For 50 grams, how many dollars or how many euro would you pay for 50 grams of these?
There's a crabapple tree behind us, and the squirrels are knocking down the apples. So it's a little bit...
David is writing, why so stemmy? I don't see stems here.
Maybe one here, right?
Minimum, no, but not really. Yeah. So Tieguanyin is... and we posted some photos of it sometime, maybe also in some blogs. Tieguanyin, as when it is harvest, you pick up several leaves at a time and quite a big piece of stem. Okay, and the maucha, and if you look the video that I made about maucha, I think I showed there some pictures. Maucha of Tieguanyin is actually the tea already dried with the stems attached to it. And what they have to do by hand, of course they can do also by machine, they have to take one leaf by the other and remove the stems. So in front of shops in the tea market in Anxi, you have these ladies sitting down the whole day and removing all the stems for each and every leaves. So it's quite a long work. And if you go very early in the harvest and you go to a farmer, they would take out of the bag some Tieguanyin, and it is still attached to all these stems. But this has been removed here because it would be, you know, a very long stems. Yeah. And dark in color. So we have some guesses here. If you guess the price right, we'll give 3 points. How many points for the question? Okay, Sigge just answered that. I forgot to say before.
Still no right answer for the price.
No right answer for the price. Not yet. I can tell you that we will have different Tieguanyin this year. We will have 2 different Qingshan Tieguanyin from the same producer. So that you can really taste the difference in quality from a tea that is 2 teas that are from the same farmer, the same place, the same time of the year. Because this, by the way, is from So prices are not yet 100% right. This tea is from the 5th, from October 5th. So from the same time of the year, but one is a little bit earlier and it's higher quality, and one other is a bit lower quality. So you have to guess the price of this one. So this one was October 5th, and the other one I don't remember when it was. What is interesting, it has a little bit of a milky orchid aroma. It's something that the milky aroma, I didn't taste it, but I smelled it.
Yeah.
That's typical Tieguanyin.
It's typical like Jinshuan, but some Tieguanyin has a milky aroma, but it's not so easy to find. Yeah. I can tell you a little story. One of the very first time I was in Hangzhou for lunging, I entered a shop, and actually this is the shop where I ended up buying a huge Gongfusha tray that I was discussing yesterday evening, 1 meter long, and they were just a shop of Tieguanyin. So I tasted the Tieguanyin. It was also fairly inexpensive, and I loved it. It was not so floral, but it has so this clear milky note that I like so much, like addictive to me. I went to this shop 2 times more in the following years. I was never able to get the same Tieguanyin, and I searched forever to find the same taste. Ever since, I could not, with a tiny exception that I'll tell you in a second. It's incredible how people are all around there, but no one guessed it right. It seems to be really difficult to guess the price.
Are you going for the full dollar and cents?
Yeah, they have to guess. Guess. Yeah. Okay. Shall we? Okay. Let's do like that. No one got it 100% right. It was 2 points, but we will give 1 point to the person that was the closest, which is Clubby Club. It's he brought 17.50, and it is actually $17.
Pretty
so
close.
14 euros. I would say fairly affordable for a farmer Tieguanyin.
You're right about the milkiness too. That's really unique.
Yeah, it's kind of
Tieguanyin.
rare. What we can see in this one, we can see some leaves. You can see some oxidation, and what you can tell, you see that the rim of the leaves is broken up. This means that this tea has been shaken. So after the oxidation, the leaves are being shaken to remove those brown parts of the rim. Now we will have also a Tieguanyin Superior from the same farmer. So this is not the Superior, that will cost about double the price. Actually, even a bit more than double, 30 euros per 50 gram, about $35.
Yeah.
And that one, it's, I mean, this one I think is good, but then what really blows you away. I've done a tasting in Berlin at C-Space last week, and we tasted several teas. That one, I think I sold kind of almost half a kilo.
Wow.
Yeah, everyone wanted it because it was really, really good. And it has these really milky taste that I was talking about, with a lot of florality, and in that tea the rims were not broken down.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's also an autumn tea, huh? The other one.
Yeah, also an autumn tea, but really I was tasting it for the first time last weekend, and I was saying, wow, Jerry, who helped us in the selection, did such a great job here, because we send him a lot of samples from our farmers, from a fresh Tieguanyin, and he said this year harvest is very difficult. He couldn't find any that he liked, so he started asking among his farmers, and then he got happy with this one, and we bought them. And it's really to try. And I think, guys, we have to try it later, because you, Brian, have it here in the warehouse. I would like you to try that the Tieguanyin Superior.
Yeah, it's great because usually Tieguanyin can really be bitter, so these ones really don't have this bitterness.
Yeah.
Super smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth, and yeah.
Okay, so we have to be faster, actually.
Yeah.
I think
You just
because,
poured some water in here.
the problem is that I speak too much.
Is that enough? More questions? Let's see.
Yeah, just to give some opportunity to some more guests. I think we have pretty much got everything.
You can be more
So I think the
specific on
next
that.
one is really interesting for everyone. So, What can we take? What can you tell me?
Is it rolled?
So it sounds
This is
like black
outside
tea.
there.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like, eh?
like tiny
Tiny leaves.
leaves,
Okay.
but or really rolled. So yeah, like if I had to guess just based on the sound, it would be black. But yeah,
Would be black. So for you guys, how many points do we give Caroline if this is a black tea? I mean, she's trying to guess the teas from the sounds of the pouch. Okay. I mean, this is like I don't know. Yeah, you can
you
listen
never
at it.
know. It could be white tea.
Let's see. Let's.
I mean, I'm just saying something, but I'm.
Wait. I'm just doing that in front of the microphone. So Caroline's saying that just by doing this, just by listening to that, she says it is a black tea. I mean,
We'll see. We'll see.
wow. But how many points? Everyone says 3.
No, 2 points.
So Jan says so 2 points now. 3, 2. We give 3 points to Caroline if it is a black tea. So you can. You already cleaned up. Okay. You can put it on the lid. I think that should be fine here.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
It's black. It's a Hongcha.
So
2
Brian,
points.
3 points we say.
Well, that's. You want to put 6 grams? It's going to be.
We can put 6
This
rounds.
looks like a lot. Yeah.
Don't tell. So
Nice.
Caroline got it right.
It's amazing.
I'm not saying it's luck.
What? Oh, come on.
It was really, impressive actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was really convinced it's a black tea, and it is a black tea. So you won't get any point for that. And Caroline get 3 points, Siggy. So maybe Siggy, can you give us an update on who is first, who is second?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah. So it is a black tea, and it is a fairly dark black tea with a little bit of orange.
You could see a lot of hair in the package, like
Yeah.
a lot of
yeah.
powder.
Small leaves.
So let me see what I can do here. Jesus, difficult. That's the tea. So very tiny leaves. We're going to steep now.
So the first
Do you
question
like it?
Oh, it smells amazing.
is the first question the cultivar.
So I can tell you one more thing about the first question. Oh, that's another one. No, I want to. The first question is just to change. From which province in China this tea come from? Okay, and I can tell you one thing. I told you before that Jerry helped us a lot this year in selecting the tea. When he tasted this one, he bought a big batch for his shop.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so he loved this tea.
It smells great.
And I'm happy when a tea vendor in China select tea from my farmers.
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's a little pride, He has been in the business for 30 years. He knows a lot of farmers. Okay, a quick rinse, Caroline. I'll let you doing that. Okay, so let's see what is going on. Anhui, Fujian, Yunnan, Hui, Tongmu. So guys, the provinces in China are Anhui, are Fujian, are Yunnan, are not Hui, and not Tongmu. Tongmu, Guan is a village, and Hui is a county. So
This province, biggest chunks.
big
Largest.
chunks, it's like regions, it's like states in the US, it's like region in Italian, it's like Länder in German. So that's level. And but it's interestingly enough, no one got it right. So you pretty cover the main provinces for producing black tea indeed. So
that's
Anhui
it.
is a big producer, Fujian is a big producer, Yunnan is a big producer, but sorry. How many points did I say? Did I say actually?
Maybe one. Maybe 1 point.
I don't have
There's only so many provinces, so eventually you'll get it. but no one's gotten it yet.
Okay, so I would say, Sigi, take now some time to start summing them up a little bit, so that we have an intermediate level. And yeah. But this is supposed to be the wash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fairly light. Okay.
It's delicious though.
Very aromatic tea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And Shandong, no, it's not Shandong. Jejan, it's not Jejan. I like because it's a tough one.
What else is there?
Just open a map of China
Yes.
and start reading off all the names. There's only so many places that actually produce any tea.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to have to be in eastern China, northern and southern. And then, yeah, you've already named a lot of the popular ones, so then it's going to be a not very popular one.
I'm doing a mess.
Miss Ina.
But it's very delicious. Do you want to pour this?
Agata.
Yeah, we should.
Agata is
do
writing.
it,
At
yeah.
first, the leaves smell for me like it would be Japanese black.
Oh, interesting.
So consider
Yeah.
me confused.
Well, Japan's not a province of China, so scratch that off the list.
Sammy
Guizhou?
writes
Nope.
Guizhou. It's not Guizhou. Could have been. Guizhou produced black tea as well.
Does Sichuan produce black tea as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have a guess, Carolyn?
Yeah. Well, I would guess Sichuan now because
And
it's
Caroline won 2
it's not-
points.
Carolyn wins.
Caroline
Sichuan.
wins. It is Sichuan. Sichuan in West China, just north of Yunnan.
And
I'm stealing points from you because I'm not getting anything.
yeah, Carolyn may be on the leaderboard actually
No, come
when we
on.
see it.
And so it is Sichuan. Sichuan is a very strong producer of black tea. A black tea from Sichuan, the general name is, I hope I don't get it wrong, but I think it is Chuan Hong. So Chuan,
Oh,
Chuan. Chuan.
Chuan
G,
makes
or
sense
with a
because-
G at the end? No, without
No,
the G.
no,
without
because
the G.
it's like Sichuan. It's the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
Chuan than
It's a
Sichuan.
shortening for the province. It's like
Scoreboard.
yeah. So 2 points for Caroline for that. Not bad. Guy drinks tea. We have Agatha at 7, Arno at 5, David at 4, Stefan at 4, Kleb at 2, Sammy 1, 1. And what would be Caroline?
Oh, come on. Doesn't matter.
I think you are at 8 actually,
I don't want to win,
but
but
you won't
I
win.
will shut up now.
Shut up.
It has
So
kind of
Agatha,
a
not bad,
mentally
7.
feel to it
Oh,
as
yes.
well.
Agatha
when you
and
drink it.
Arno really fighting there, and David and Stefan just behind could steal.
Easy to catch up.
Caroline at 6.
Oh,
So,
wow.
how do you describe this tea, Caroline?
It's interesting because when you drink it, for me, it has really a sort of mental, mental
Yes, yes, that's a
taste to it,
Dimitri, if you see this video later on, write it down.
and
Mental.
it's different than the way it smells because it smells nearly like rose at the beginning.
Very floral.
Floral, like when you smell just the leaves,
Yeah.
and the taste is different though. Like
Oh, it reminds me of lemongrass. Yes, lemongrass definitely. Yeah, is
Yeah.
this mental? Yeah, lemongrass mental. That's very much like. And now 3 points to the person that guessed the cultivar. Each of you have 3 possibilities. You can try 3 times to guess the cultivar.
So if you have 4 points right now, you could take tie for lead if you get this cultivar.
Just trying to read a little bit here. And thank you, Sigi, for keeping track of all these.
Yeah, it's very familiar, the smell.
So, and for those, just anticipating, for those that wanted to guess Jinjunmei, because honestly, the tiny leaves, and so if you look at those before brewing it, it could have been. It's not
ginger
Jinjunmei.
May is nearly smaller, no?
No, it
Sorry.
can be.
Yeah.
And well, it's true, this is not only buds, there is a fairly good amount of buds, but not only. Just to pick up one. Quite tiny. But yeah, so Xiaozhong is the general term for small leaf variety, so it's not really a variety on its own.
Somebody is writing Daiyezhong.
Daiyezhong would be
It's a
the
big
large
one.
leaf variety, which is not the case. The buds of Daiyezhong are larger than these. Well, you know, it depends where you pick, but when they're usually picked. So, you know, throw a lot of names there. I mean, I know it's difficult. I can help. So, this cultivar is traditionally used for oolong, but not the mainstream one, but it's used for oolong. And in recent years, it has been also used for black tea. The first time I saw it myself, I think it was 2015 or 16, where I encountered a black tea made with this variety. And it's characterized by being extremely aromatic, being an oolong cultivar.
Act fast, because Carolyn's going to steal the answer.
I
She
don't
has
even
it.
know if you know this cultivar.
But is it something from Taiwan or something? No.
No, from China. Yeah, no, that's not a cultivar from Taiwan.
Because I had black teas from Taiwan, like, and I remember one,
But could be the other way around.
Yeah,
That
but
it
it's
goes to
not,
Taiwan.
yeah.
And I'm pretty confident that this cultivar is used in Anxi. Pretty confident. And if I'm not right, but I said I didn't really double check these before, could even be used in Uishan for rock teas. To be checked, yeah. Maybe you guys will let me know. Agatha, you got it right. Wow, Meijan. That's
impressive.
good, impressive.
Wow.
3 points to
So-
Agatha.
That's
The
first
now
guess too, huh?
substantially lead.
Oh wow, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
to
will be
beat.
tough to beat Agatha. So Agatha, yeah, it is Meijan, very good because it wasn't easy. And I think that Meijan belongs to the 6 cultivars from which it is authorized to make Tieguanyin, that you can call it Tieguanyin. So it might be wrong, I should check it down. But yeah, nice, really nice one. A lot of respect, I think, for this, for this answer. So Meijan, and we had a Meijan Honcha years ago from this very farm in Sichuan near Ya'an is the name of the place. They are the same farm from which we get our Ganlu and Juyeqing, so green teas.
Oh, neat, yeah.
Mengding Honcha, Mengdi Huancha, the yellow tea, comes also from this farm. And we had this some years ago, and I had a couple of customers that were asking every year, so when you're going to get it back. And so this year we got it back. But it's not yet online. So, some more question about this. Which year it was harvest for 1 point? And we do two questions in parallel, and also guess the price for 50 grams.
Price and year.
Yeah. No need to to write the cents. Just write the unit, like 10, 11, 12 dollars or euros or 30, 31, 32.
I just got the year.
Oh, sorry, I didn't check that. Okay. So, Agatha got the year.
So 1 point to Agatha.
Surprise, surprise. Is this year's team 2021? You can also, just to give you a hint for the future, when it is an oolong, well, we already got this tea in summer, so you don't get usually already oolong in summer because they are harvested later, maybe they are roasted. But if it is a black tea, if it is a green tea, it's likely to be in the same year that we buy it. It's not yet online, so it must be relatively fresh. So it is a 2021, yeah. And for 2 points, guess the month.
And so people are already doing the price.
Yes, and I'm checking the pricing
Price
right
month.
now. No one, I think, got it right with the price. I can tell you it's a fairly
How about 2 points for the price, Siggy?
2 points, yeah. And you have only one try for the mount. Because I mean, it's, there is not so much options there. So many options. And it is a fairly, I would say, not super expensive, but you know, relatively expensive tea. Is it's very tiny leaves, so it's quite requires quite a lot of time for picking it up, and is very aromatic as well.
You want to try?
Yeah, I want to try. Yeah.
It is really good. It almost has like a cinnamon note or something.
And consider also that in Sichuan, harvest can start also quite early. It's a subtropical climate.
Maybe cloves.
So how much for 50 grams, a 50-gram pouch?
It's interesting to combine it with food as well. It changes the taste.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Christmas time. For some reason, it has that like blend of spices, you know? I'm amazed that no one has gotten either the month nor the price yet.
It's
With all these
incredible
guesses.
indeed, because basically it's only the only number missing.
Yeah.
Well, I think everybody has already guessed a month. Do you want to allow them another month guess?
That's why.
Yeah, you can try with another one.
Everybody, you get one more guess per month. Try again. No one's gotten it, so it should narrow it down pretty well.
Okay, David, you got the mount.
Hey!
2 points to David. Is early March.
I think there was only 1 month left, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the price, I'm going to give it to you since no one guessed it right. And I have to check. It will be for 50 grams, 19 euros or $23. Okay? All right, so I think we are slowly moving to the next one after maybe this brew. At the end, everyone wrote March because it was the only one missing. It's quite early, yeah. It's quite early picking, which makes also the price. I mean, in this place, probably the harvest already starts at the end of February. Yeah.
Wow, really? That early?
Yeah. It's, I mean, like Yunnan can even be, beginning of February. So.
Yeah.
And but that makes also up the price, of course. All right, and then we move on to the final one. I hope you guys like this type of live streaming. With I think it's a mix of fun to try to get a voucher, and also at the same time the ability to to learn some more information about the tea.
If you have any ideas for live streaming ideas, post them in the chat. We love to give out prizes. We love to do live streams. So if you have ideas for how to structure them, games or prizes, let us know.
You want to participate? Some of you guys have already participated, like for example Jan, who is online now. So very good. And I will. So it's very. I also thank you for participating in describing the tea with these lemongrass notes. Karen, you say menthol, a little bit of cinnamon. So it's and I would say compare these with the Tieguanin. Of course, they are two different teas, but now you can tell what is meant by having more body, more complexity. Because this is very floral, but it's more structured. Okay.
Well, the florality goes away.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, we have an outsider here.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering what.
Because they process a lot of green tea.
Oh, okay.
So they just. Okay, good. So we will now warm up some water, and we will move on to the last one.
Do you have enough water? We have some more in the bottle.
Yes, I will pour some water here, and then we move on. Okay.
Wash this out.
Get in there. Stefan, it's the first time that participate. Yeah, thank you, Stefan. Glad that you like it. Where are you from, Stefan? Okay, we'll need a second here to warm up the water. But we can already have a look at the leaves or listen the leaves.
So, should I really guess?
Yeah, go for it.
I will go for white tea, like an Indian or something like that.
You know it.
I can guess though.
I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, let's see.
Oh,
Southern Germany, close to Munich. Oh, so very close to
Sigi maybe.
Sigi actually. All right, so we're slowly moving to the next. So if you want to open the next pouch, the pouch number 4, and have a look at it. Caroline guessed it was a white tea. Let's see what she thinks.
It's probably not.
It's not white.
She's disappointed.
Not too bad.
Okay, so
interesting.
that's
Let's
the
see.
leaves. And let's see. Let me refresh my memory. Brian, you already had this tea actually. I will tell you later on why.
So for the camera,
And also Sigi already had this tea.
hopefully you can see. Yeah. So first question is going to be the type, right? One of the big types. So
Yeah. Which?
Oolong, Hongcha.
Well, that's the
Hongcha.
different one. Yeah. Let's just write which type of tea is this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the yellow one?
So
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Agatha got 1 point. It is a shampooer. Agatha is like
1 point to Agatha.
Agatha, if you're searching a job, you know we open already in the US.
Yeah.
If you're going to open in Poland, we have a good representative. So it is a shampooer, that's correct. But many other people already guessed the poor part. Jan guessed the yellow tea, which was also Caroline's call. So you know
Yeah, but
somehow makes sense, but not in the smell, right?
Now I realize there's a bit of a smokiness. Yeah.
Tiny bit of a smokiness, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a shampooer, and okay. Now a question, 3 points question. 3 points question. Let's see who is following us. So we have a poor project going on, and in this poor project we sourced teas from 3 different types of producers. Okay. So 3 categories, 3 different types of producers. Can anyone list the 3 different types of producers? Probably not, but
What do you mean type of producer?
type of producer, you know, you can have, well, if I now try explaining it, I will
I
give the
see.
answer, but you have different size of producers,
Oh, I see.
okay?
Okay. I got you. I got you.
Yeah. Different, not only producers,
don't
but
know
also
that.
different types of tea. You have different
Sure.
ages of tea, so you can combine these size, ages, and try to write them down. 3 points for it. And I think I said it in quite a few videos by now.
Cat urine in the dry smell. It's the Chardonnay of
Cat urine in the dry smell. Yeah,
of what?
the
Of,
Chardonnay
don't-
of the
of tea.
Yeah, I haven't smelled enough cat urine maybe to know.
But dog urine. You have a dog.
Dog urine. It's very different.
So warming up here the water, and then we will get started. So, but we can. What is writing CD for the people answering? Consider the scale of the operation. Okay.
Oh, that's a good.
So Mihai say factory Gushu single tree is a good try, but that's not how. I will tell you in a second. Yeah, because it's a difficult question. But we will now start tasting it. So guys, start tasting it, because I think that for the first answer you need to taste it. Yeah. 80 degrees, we are getting there.
I'm
So
wondering now, is there a Shangpuar that is a factory and single tree? Do factories make single tree?
no,
Okay.
I
It'd be
will
a very small factory.
very small factory, and a very very little batch
yeah.
Ah, I have an idea.
of what of the type.
Yeah, so maybe it's you have same tea, but like one just like not pressed, one pressed, and one also
nice.
stored differently.
Right,
I
that
don't
would
know.
be nice to have. That would be difficult. In fact, I
Stored in
mean,
Hong
this is
Kong
this
or
is in
don't
fact a
know.
matcha, so it's not pressed. It's not a pressed tea. So in pu'er, we mentioned before what is matcha in Tieguanyin word when the stance is still attached. In this case, matcha is when the pu'er is not compressed, and there is a good reason why this is not compressed. Actually there is. Guy Drinks Tea say, actually there is. Shi Zi Hao produced a run of single tree Bing sometimes in the mid 2000s.
Oh, wow.
Not for commercial purpose though. Okay.
I had no idea. That's really
So just for
interesting.
themselves.
Yeah. How many?
You don't get a lot of.
I was gonna say, how many cakes can you get out of a one tree?
Not
I guess
much.
depending on the size of the
trees,
tree.
Poor trees
Maybe
can be
like-
very large, but they
Probably
don't
one-
produce a lot of leaves.
Right.
Leaves are large though as well.
Uh,
So I mean, you don't do
guess you
many
One big
kilograms.
per tree.
small cakes or something.
One big per tree. It was one big per
Oh,
tree.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I was guessing could be even more than that, but really depends on the big size. On
Yeah.
The
Or how big the bing is.
Yeah.
Right. You could do mini tao chas.
Okay, so let's have a quick rinse, Caroline, and then we taste the tea. And I hope you are ready in the tasting. And the first question. So let's look also the brew color.
Is that a drop of?
And we wash our cups. The first question is guess the year of production for 1 point. You should know that question already. So which year was it produced? Based on the appearance, the smell, the taste. So
You
now
don't have this written down in our cheat sheets, but was this processed in the same year it was picked and
yes.
everything? Okay.
Yeah. Well, pu'er is always processed the same day and is dried
Oh,
the
this is
next day.
matcha. This is-
It's matcha.
Okay.
Only
right.
the pressing would be done later
Yeah,
on, but so Stefan got it right. It's 2020. It's the 2020 production. Most of you have guessed an early year, so not an aged one, which is also right. You have seen how clear the color of this is, maybe as clear as.
And the dry leaf,
green.
there was some green in the dry leaves as well.
So it's very, very, it's almost close to the Tieguanyin color, which was a bit more electric green than this, but it's very light in color. And so 1 point for Stefan. And let's see how it tastes. So let me tell you a little bit about the pu'er project. It was 1.5 years ago when we started discussing the pu'er project with Joe, who is a dear friend of mine, and Caroline, and Joe helped us in the selection. And the idea was the following. So we wanted to have a first category was very large factories. So fairly aged tea, let's say mid-age, let's say older than 10 years, but can be 20, can be more than 20 years old, and from very, very large and very, very famous factory. We're speaking about like the top 10 largest factory in for pu'er. That was one. Just to offer some classics. And we have some Chang Tai, for example, you have some Shaguan. And then the second type was kind of the opposite on the other side of the scale for factories, was tiny factories, so tiny that they were actually run and owned by a single family. So, or even a single person. So like, factories where you have maybe 3, 4, 5 people working there, so very, very small, to help actually the local business of those. So basically we excluded everything in between, which is the most. So all these mid-sized factories, we have excluded them completely. And also for this case, we went to relatively, with just a few exceptions, relatively old pu'er. And then we had the third category, that is this one actually, because this is 2020, and it's farmer tea. So it's tea not only produced by farmer, but sold by farmers. So this was bought by the farmer. And we will have 3 different of these farmer shampoo that will come out. With Sig and I did last week did already a video about those. So we did the tasting, very interesting. I really very different teas will come out when the teas will be on the online shop.
So I think it's really neat that this has a similar butteriness that we had in Tiguanyin. We're getting that same milky taste, which is really cool. Completely different teas.
Factory farmer boutique, yeah. And usually farmer tea, what you should expect by a farmer tea? By farmer tea, you should expect more diversity. Let's say that a farmer tea can change from one day to the next, while factory tends to do blends in the poor world to just compensate and get the recipe and get the taste. With farmer, you can have more variation. You can have also sometimes smoky notes because they process the tea a little bit rough, maybe, and
maybe we can steep the next one a bit stronger.
Longer. Yeah, I was thinking the same. So warm it up the water and to get a little bit more strength out of it. So now that you have got a little bit into the taste, consider the fact that it is a very young pour. Consider the level of bitterness that you have in the leaf.
Yeah, there's no bitterness.
Not much
huh?
bitterness, yeah. And try to guess. You have to speak louder.
Yes.
And try to guess what I wanted you to guess. I forgot. I say bitterness. Yes. Try to guess the county.
County? Wow.
No, county is to town. Yeah, county or prefecture, let's say. So we said the nation is China, the province is Yunnan, the next level down. Yeah, there can be a county or a prefecture depending where you are. To try to guess which one is that for 2 points. You can try only once.
So it has like a nutty flavor, maybe hazelnut that I keep tasting.
Well, it's definitely not much floral and not much fruity, so yeah,
Right.
maybe it goes more into the nutty direction.
But nuttier than normally I get out of... I can't get cat urine out of my head now. I have
Yeah.
no idea what that tastes
So-
like, David, sorry, but it tastes nutty, maybe.
Jan wrote Nannuo. Nannuo is a mountain, so in this case, if we go the next level down, NannuoShan is in Sichuan, so that would be the name of the next level down, let's say. So David doesn't like it.
Not you.
Huh?
He said not Yiwu.
Not EU, which is also in Sichuan, by the way.
Oh, he doesn't like cat urine, I think is what he's saying.
What doesn't like?
Cat urine.
I got you.
But I think it's
Overripe
nutty.
peaches. Okay, that's also an interesting.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
Peaches.
Maybe peach kernel or something like that.
That sounds
David
better than
got
urine.
2 points. It comes from Linsang. Yeah, and it should have helped the fact that there's not a lot of bitterness, because Linsang, generally speaking, doesn't have a lot of bitterness. Also EU, but not always. But it's certainly not a Bulan. So yeah. So yeah, David got 2 points. Glad about that. It comes from Linsang.
You ready?
Yeah, and we have 2 teas from this farmer. They come from the same place. It's come from the Fengqing county, which is fairly in the north of Linsang, and you might know Fengqing county because of black tea. But we have from this farmer we have this 2020, and we have also a 2017. Also, they're interesting in the comparison. 2 fairly different teas. Sig and I were surprised, but by tasting them, we could find some analogies and some ideas why this one could evolve into the other one. So whenever the video comes out, but also for you, if you want, we don't have a lot of those, in particular the 2017. So if you want to get a batch of that and the other, then you can keep the 2020 for longer and see how it evolves in the next 2 to 3 years.
It's
How it
already
is now?
better, like steeped a bit longer. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, now it's better. Yeah, it's yeah. What other characteristic would be unique to Linsang? So for me, and I say Linsang is a huge place, right? You live in Oregon. Linsang is probably larger than Oregon, and it's. I would say two things about pu'er from Linsang. I say generally speaking, there is not a rule, but one is lower bitterness, yeah, and the other thing is they usually have a herbaceous note to it, so it's usually not extremely floral, not extremely fruity. This maybe is not the characteristic one actually in that regard. But the older one is, so it has more spicy herbaceous note. Janse, it has a juicy floral background aroma.
Slimy feel in the mouth.
Slimy. Mouth coating.
And is to me is fresh. It's not too thick. You know, it says because this medium texture.
Yeah, it definitely coats the mouth. I mean, there is a taste that I can't quite put my finger on. I think rotten peaches is probably the closest. Whoever said that was pretty good.
It was a good call.
I mean, I would say like old fruit, maybe.
and
ripe
the leaves
fruit, overripe.
Were pretty rough. So what we can say, this is a wild tea. So it means that it grows from taken from trees that were not pollarded, that were not regularly cut. They are just let them grow, and it is from ancient trees. So it is a gushu.
And pollarding, you mean cutting off the branches to have new branches grow and new leaves? Yeah.
To increase the production. I have a question. Can you guess? Well, first of all, I tell you that the price of forest tea was not always more expensive than terrace tea, tidy. So nowadays, when you get the tea from the forest, from wild trees, is much more expensive than trees from a plantation. This has not always been the case. You have only one guess and 3 points to the person that guessed the year when prices between forestry and plantation tree started diverging, with forestry becoming more expensive.
Yeah.
Very hard question. and I will give you the reference also where you can find the answer, because it's not could be that other people would argue different way, but there is a research done on that, and I can mention then the literal reference for
according to who then?
According to
what is the source?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Oh, after we guess.
After,
okay.
Yeah. So
according to some source, the prices started diverging. So do any factory teas use wild leaves, or is it all?
Sigi? Well, no. Yes. Yeah. That I know. So there are.
I guess smaller factories.
Yeah. And it's also the definition of wild is very difficult, because with wild usually it's not meant that they just grow by themselves in the forest. That would be really, really nice, but it's very difficult to find and also to prove. Wild can be also leaves that maybe hundreds of years ago they were planted, and then everything about it,
like a feral garden.
Yeah. But for example, we will bring out as part of these of the first category I mentioned, the very famous factory. We will have a cake from Shagwan that even in the name has wild leaves, Yejang. Yeah.
So even in like mainstream China, the buyers are trending towards wild more than cultivated?
After the year that people have to try to guess, so no one guessed it right, continue.
I didn't know if that was a Western thing, where Western people want wild leaves, and then in China they want
comes from China, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It came from China. Or even from Taiwan, I could say, actually. Yeah, what I'm surprised is that people here guess fairly recent years.
Yeah.
So like if now River Carry Me Riven, he's guessing 2012, which is less than 10 years ago. So he's kind of saying before 10 years ago there was no difference in price between the two.
I can tell you. So think about like when, well, I don't know. It depends when you started buying tea. When I started buying tea, and that was a while ago, it was already divergent, and wild was preferred. I mean, it wasn't a long time. I'm not that old, but it's not been 5 years. It's been more than that.
Who's the older between you two? Actually?
I'm 36 as of last month.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
You're the oldest one, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the oldest one, but just by a tiny bit.
Yeah. He's not even a millennial anymore.
That's good. I'm not a millennial. So guess the age
Oh, I think we.
of Caroline. No one got it right here. I'm surprised that.
Just keep guessing. There are only so many years.
Yes,
You
I
can
mean,
eventually.
Yeah.
You can have multiple guesses. So go for
Initially I
it.
said only one, but yeah.
Yeah. Now we have to do multiple.
Old man Brian.
How many points?
I think I say 3.
3 points. Oh wow. So big prizes.
So yeah, a little bit of astringency, but still not too much.
Well, it was picked recently, right?
Yeah,
So you're going to expect
young
some.
one, it's not very strong.
No.
Yeah.
Say is a wild tea. It's a gushu. It's from farmer. Little production. We got just very few batches. So this picks for high price, which is the price for 50 grams. 2 points.
So the year.
So year and price. We're
So someone got close, but it pretty much is just the only year missing. David got it
Hey,
right. 3
David.
points to David.
Powers of deduction.
2004.
Oh.
For me, it's. I was actually surprised when I read that. It is written in a book by Miss Zhang. She's an anthropologist and wrote a book that is called Poor Tea, Ancient
Caravans, no? Something with caravans.
Ancient Caravans and Urban Chic.
urban chic.
Chic, yeah, CH. Because it's like,
Interesting title.
yeah, in the sense that it's an urban trend.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a kind of elevated society.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, and in her research, and she's from Kunming, from Yunnan, prices start diverging in.
2004.
Yeah, and what is interesting, by the way, also gushu. Before 2004, there was no discrimination between younger trees and older trees.
Oh, yeah.
So gushu was as expensive as planted tea, which for me, I mean, it's really surprising. It's not much time ago. So that was now we are.
Price.
So is this the price or the age of Caroline? 82, 38. No, that's the price.
Price per 50 grams, remember. And it is Malcha, so keep that in mind. Changes the price, I think.
Yeah,
When
for
you're thinking
50
of
grams, and please let me know if you are guessing euro or dollars. It's the dollar is still running behind.
Yeah.
Running out of water.
Stefan, 42. It's interesting. I mean, you really guess high. What I would say is consider the following. You know, when Ryan was saying before that the yancha can really fetch really high price. Of course, puer can as well. But
it's
generally
huge
speaking,
cake
yes, huge
normally.
cakes. So generally speaking,
So per gram.
by the gram, actually, puer is fairly cheap. Yeah, even the very expensive puer is still you cannot even compare with the very expensive yancha. Yeah.
And we are selling this on the
There are
website too.
exceptions,
So
but, yeah,
that in
we'll
mind.
be,
It's not-
we'll be
it's
on
not
the
gonna be-
website. We'll be on the website as well.
yeah, it's a reasonable price.
Yeah, but let me check.
And for me, I mean, I buy puer. My limit is $1 a gram. I don't generally buy more expensive. But it's easy to find puer under that price. That's very good.
Yeah, this is definitely under that price. Yeah, and I have to keep on reading. The fact that we have two numbers here, dollars and
I have purchased yellow tea for $1 a gram. It was
Oh,
not. It was not
yeah.
worth it.
yeah.
But it was good.
Speaking about yellow tea, since I know that some of you have been, so some time ago we sold out Junshan Ingen, which is kind of a pretty fancy buds only yellow tea. I was last week. I was in Berlin, and I did some tidying up in the warehouse, and I found the box with 6 pouches.
Oh, nice.
So I put it back online. There are a few 20-gram pouches of Junshan Ingen. I know that Jan really liked the tea. So just for you guys to know,
On the
there are
Euro
still
shop.
a couple, on the European shop only,
Yeah.
because, we don't have it here, I think. So no one is guessing here the price, right? And I would say at this point, maybe Sigi, start to do the math, because this might be the last question. But let's see, maybe we do one more. Yeah.
How much time? Where are we at?
Yeah, it's pretty long.
I don't know how to use.
1 hour 50 minutes, can it be? Or
Oh, okay.
Ah,
So
yes, yes.
only 10
1
minutes
hour.
left of the live stream, so get your guesses in. Quick.
Right.
Do we have some trivia not
Under
related to this
pressure.
tea in the meantime? I was trying to think. We always have these tea conversations off the camera, and there's always trivia that arises. Oh, you know what? Something we've been talking about recently is how many famous mountains there are. How about for 1
Speaking
point?
about poor.
Yeah, for Puar. For 1 point, how many famous mountains are there? Since you guys are tired of guessing the price, how many famous mountains are there? And there's kind of two answers, really, depending on how you cut it up. But
Yeah, but you know, the most common answer.
the most famous
Yeah,
mountains.
6, David.
Okay, Jesus, that was too easy.
1 point to David.
1 point to David. Carolyn, what do you think? Do you have trivia questions?
Oh no.
Tea trivia.
I am
Trivia.
like, I'm not that knowledgeable. I don't watch enough of his.
I'll give you the price.
His videos.
I'll give you the price.
Yeah, right.
It is for 50 grams, 19 euro or $23.
No, so Riven was pretty close. Carry me with just by $1.
Here's another good question.
19. You said 19 what? Euros or dollars?
Euros.
But
Did
then
somebody get it?
Agatha got it, or no? Or what?
Oh, Agatha got it right.
Yeah, but a while ago, no? Or
That's 27 euros.
are you right? No.
Yeah.
No, 20.
Oh no, sorry. I looked in the wrong one. There was the one before. It's 23 euros or $28. So the closest is Arnaud with 24. Let's give a point to Arnaud. He's the one that got closest with 24 instead of 23.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here's another 1 point trivia question. What year was NannuoShan founded?
Nice. Yeah.
And I don't even know the answer. I don't think.
And if you
Oh, maybe I do.
If you guess the year is 1 point, if you guess the month is 2 points, if you guess the day is 3 points.
So I know the month, but I don't.
But not the year.
Yeah, guess before
Not the
Carolyn
year.
guesses.
I can help you, and no one will be helped by that. NannuoShan is actually a company belonging to officially 2 persons, myself and a friend of mine who has nothing to do with tea, but is in the business. So if you go on the website and you go in the imprint page, you will find out that the official name of NannuoShan Europe, which is different from US,
Somebody
is
wrote 1885.
is Messina, and which is my surname, and Hüttig, which is my friend, GBR, which is GBR, which is a kind of company in Germany. So my friend Hüttig, which is actually Christian, is his name, was his birthday when we founded the company.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, and was my birthday when we opened the tea shop.
So I
in
know
Berlin.
the tea shop month. Yeah. It's
Well,
probably
you know
different,
my birthday, hopefully.
but it's not when you founded them.
Agatha got it right. Agatha, how did you get it right, actually? You very close to Mihai, who also got it right after. So Agatha gets, how many points did I say?
1 point.
1 point.
2
It's
points for the
2000
month.
And Mihai got the March right. Wow,
Oh, nice.
2 points to Mihai. And the day, I mean, that would be really a guess, so I'm going to tell it to you, is the 17th. The 17th of March 2014,
Wow.
NannuoShan was founded.
7 years already, almost coming up on 8 years next year. Is there going to be an
Yeah.
anniversary sale?
Let's see.
8 years.
Maybe for the 10 years.
10
but,
years, yeah.
And actually the online shop was launched in October. So it took from, we opened the company, I flew to China, collected all the teas, came back. Over the summer we developed the website, and then in October we launched it. And I think the first month we did
It
no
was
sale.
November, but for the shop.
Probably November was the first order, but we opened in October. Yeah.
Domain name.
Look it up,
registration.
domain registration. Wow, that's smart. Not bad. Glad that is right, actually, the domain registration. But that doesn't mean anything because you can buy the domain.
Yeah.
I'm
Later.
impressed actually that the domain was in the same mount. I would have guessed was a different mount. But yeah, that's it. I estimated videos of tea house being open minus 1 year. But the tea house was open in 2017, by the way. Yeah. So,
Was it total
Sigi, did you do the math? Which is the ranking here?
We keep adding numbers. Sorry, Siggy.
I think I know who won, but And Agatha, I'm curious one thing. How is pronounced your name? Is Agatha or Agata? And now I want to see how you answer actually. Put an
You can
accent.
put a
Put
capital
an accent.
letter where you...
Put an accent.
And so there's 3 prizes,
Agatha,
right? First, second,
Agatha.
third.
Yeah, the third prize will be up to Sigi actually, who
Oh, okay.
will be the winning, and the first 2 depend on the ranking. And Sigi will decide who is the best performer.
Oh, right, best performer. Yeah.
Can we do another Steve?
Sure, yeah. While Siggy is adding up.
While Sigi is setting up. Yeah, I've got it all. Okay, so are we ready? Okay, Sigi, write bottom up. Bottom up.
Oh, poor guys. We're gonna shame them now.
Well, there are also people that get no points probably, that we don't.
Agata.
Agata.
Neither. Agata.
Agata, okay. Agata. Yeah, the Italian name would be Agata. Thanks for the tea and for the experience, everyone. Oh, nice, Clubby Club. Thank you. Ryan, that has been... Oh, I'm glad, guys, that you liked that. One thing, before everyone goes, because one thing we have noticed, I wanted to tell you this, and we have tons of tea deals on NannuoShan. This means there are tons of ways that you can save money. And really many, so many that probably if I start mentioning them, I will forget some. And not many people know about those, we have noticed. And the way we do is actually depending on how the business go, and it's going fairly well, we put on more and more of those offers just to give you back the money in a way. And we are going to make a website, a web page on our website only with tea deals. It's on the to-do list. I don't know when it will be done, so that you have all in one page. But just for you to know, there are a few things. And actually one thing that we have launched recently on the US shop is this reward. How was it when someone invited someone? Maybe Brian, you can explain that. Because this is actually, both European and American are eligible for this. So you want to listen into that since you are all customers.
Yeah, so the US shop is growing, and we hope to make it grow a little faster as time goes on. So when every time you make an order, we send out a code, and if you give that friend a code and they order, they get a discount. When they get that discount, you also get a discount for your next order. So it's refer a friend.
And how much?
15%.
Or dollar?
$15.
$15
So it's
discount.
a fantastic deal, yeah. So you give your friend the code, they get $15 off their order, and then your next order you get $15 off too. So it's a very good deal. It's basically, as you know, we're a not profiting company, and that's the proof right there. So feel free to share. You can benefit multiple times. So if multiple of your friends order, then you get multiple benefits.
Yeah.
They do have to be new customers. You can't refer an old customer.
Yeah,
But,
that would be...
yeah.
Would be not useful, but yeah, that's something that also in Europe you can do, and I would say we are going to change this a little bit because we want, I think, everyone that if you like, our tea and you would like to spread the word, because that's the purpose of NannuoShan, is spreading the word of tea in the Western world. So if you help us with our mission, if you want, there is a question you check out. When you check out from a purchase, there is this question that says, who introduced you to NannuoShan? You have it on the US side, you have it on the European side. If that new customer answer with your name, best if they write first name and given name and family name. Sorry, it's windy. Then if they write your name, then you get both the voucher. Okay, so no need to have the code, and it doesn't have to be. You say, okay, I have no tea friends around me. Every one of us is on social medias. So if you know people on social media and they want to, we have the Gonfucha group on Facebook, on Reddit, and you want to give out your name, and you have already made an order at NannuoShan, do so. And if they put your name in, they get a discount, and you get a discount on the next order. So who is the winner?
So we.
Agatha got 15 points and is the winner.
Yep.
Congratulations!
Yay.
To Agatha, you got a 30 euro voucher. And write me an email, info@nannuoshan.org, and we'll send you the code. And David won a $25 voucher, since David is in the US. So congratulations to David as well.
Yay.
And you are located in Denver, so just send an email to Brian, and he will give you the code. And then it's up actually now to Siggy to pick up another person among the other one that have guessed as a best performer for a $15 or a 10 euro voucher. Yeah, sorry, I know wind is over my voice. Now it should be a little bit better. I hope kind of it's a bit windy. Sorry. Oh, Agatha. What language is that? I guess is. I guess. So Agatha wrote in Polish. I don't have that language. Guy drinks tea, so much pressure. I'm going to pick Jan. All right. So congratulations to Jan as well. Jan, write us an email. You got a 10 euro voucher. And brava, Agata. Right, Agata. Congratulations to Agata. All right. Yeah, I think we have done our 4 teas. I say there are a lot of tea deals. More will come. Please let people know your passion for NannuoShan, and everyone will be rewarded. Thank you, everyone. If you have any other ideas for more live streaming, let us know, and we will do that.
Thank you so much. And congratulations to the winners.
Right. Bye, guys.
Enjoy
Ciao.
your Sunday. Bye bye.
Bye bye.